Minecraft Superflat, a blank canvas where you can build anything you can imagine. A landscape where the world is truly your oyster. Building in this world forces one to utilize their creativity in unforeseen... Damn it, I left structures on. Starting this challenge, I chose to begin in a hardcore world because... how hard could it possibly be? Okay, well, I've learned my lesson, so let's try again. Don't worry, I know how to fix this. Alright, but before we get into that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe! We hit 300 subscribers recently and we're like on a roll right now, alright? We can hit 400 and I'll do something. I'll think of something this time. Maybe we could, subscribe! The first thing I needed to do was find a village. This would get me wood, stone, and if I'm lucky, some tools and obsidian. Because I certainly wouldn't want to go on a long, arduous journey just to find enough lava for a portal. As luck would have it, villages are a little common on Superflat worlds. Soon, while absolutely pillaging this village, I slowly realized that villages would be one of my only sources of non-dirt blocks. This meant one thing. I need a permanent village, but I need to find a better village than the one I'm at currently. What I need in a village is 1. A blacksmith so I can get tools and lava. 2. A large population which should produce iron golems for me to get iron from. 3. Preferably a cleric, but I'm not sure I will use him, but still, he's nice to have. I did hedge my bets a little by simply stealing this village's brewing stand. Some may say blasphemy, but I say lazily. It sounds a little better. I did say that there are a lot of villages in Superflat, but finding one that fits this took me something like 2 to 3 minutes, if memory serves me correctly. But I did eventually find one. And it's pretty nice. He's my roommate, Mr. Terry Gerald Gertrude. I began our friendship with a gesture of goodwill, evicting an unwanted tenant and replacing him with myself. It's a happy story, but I didn't yet know that I was about to face my greatest foe. Slimes. You see, in Minecraft, slimes have a very simple spawn requirement. They will spawn at around Y level 60 in swamp biomes below light level 7. Or alternatively, below Y level 40, regardless of light level, or any other conditions. So as a guy stuck on Y level 3, they can spawn anywhere, at any time, and I can do nothing. So from the moment I spawn in...
Get away! Look, there's so many of them. Look at how many of them there are. There's like... I'm sorry, I wasn't talking. There's like 70 million of them. Look, I haven't even killed one yet. What? That's supposed to be like the culmination. You see, I get one. Okay.
I needed a solution. The first thing I tried was containment. Of myself. Basically, I thought that if I could manage the amount of slimes that could reach me, this would help reduce the chances of being ganged up on by 20 slimes. And it worked! It was only gangs of 10 slimes now! The second solution suggested to me was that mobs cannot spawn on slabs. So consequently, if I could make as much of the fenced area slabs as possible, less slimes would spawn. Now I didn't have many blocks at this point as a consequence of having used all of them to make fences, but I could make a start. Pretty much for now though, I had to accept slimes were a part of life. All things come to those who wait. I needed lava. I had 2 from the blacksmith, one of which I'd used to make a cobblestone generator, but even if I hadn't, you can't make a portal with 2 obsidian. I did have it suggested to me to make a lava generator, but in order to do that, I'd need to obtain dripstone. Dripstone in Minecraft spawns naturally in caves, so this should be fairly easy. All I have to do is dig down. In reality, I had 3 options. I could level up the stonemason to journeyman and hope that his trade would be a dripstone block, which then I'd have to wait for the dripstone to grow beneath it, which in itself takes about 1.5 to 2 hours. I could also wait for a wandering trader to spawn and hope that he trades dripstone, which I did try, but it was going even slower than upgrading the mason, which was taking a long time. Not to mention, that 2 hours was for 1 piece of dripstone, and it would still take 20 more minutes, on average, to get 1 lava from that. The final option was simply to run around between villages and hope that I could find at least 4 blacksmiths to get 8 lava to let me complete the portal, which, as my patience with the others ran dry, began looking increasingly desirable. You see, I'd gotten a horse, which was making the task of roaming between villages look a lot less daunting. The first village had nothing. The second and third villages, nada. But the 4th village, well... yeah, that's right. We found the stronghold, with a convenient way to get up, which allowed me to get the most important resource. Now I could go back, build my portal, and realize I didn't have flint. So I had to light it the cool way and... now, I just need blaze rods.